Hello and welcome to Dingoes Ate My Podcast. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
I'm Justin.
And this week we're talking about the episode Real Me. I wonder if that might be a subtle little thing about somebody in the... Nah, probably not.
I don't know. I don't really see it being anything else.
It's not like we need to introduce and give the basis of a brand new character or anything.
So this episode originally aired October 3rd, 2000, attracting 6.2 million viewers, so more than the season premiere.
Oh man, they want to see the whole big thing with the new player on the block.
Alrighty, so in this episode, Buffy trains and works on her strength with the help of Giles and some crystals. Okay, first off, because she does this thing where she's like standing with her hands on this like post.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Just with the athleticism or
The amount of like shoulder and core strength that would take is crazy. And then she like puts her one hand off to like place crystal. Fucking hell.
That's some balance.
That's like raw strength.
Bit.
Yeah.
I mean balance too, but like fucking hell. She practices a handstand on a block of wood, but falls when her sister Dawn knocks over the crystals.
Can we go now?
Can we go now?
Aw, aren't they the cutest siblings?
I'm bored.
So good. Dawn continues annoying Buffy by emptying the milk carton, which is just so perfect. Because Buffy goes to get her cereal, and then Dawn takes her bowl, and then takes the milk. And it's just a pain in the ass, and it's great. Joyce asks Buffy to take Dawn shopping for school supplies, but Riley reminds her that they had already made plans. Buffy has to cancel so that she can go work with Giles.
Those crazy times when you're busy with the things.
Giles drives the sisters on their errands, having trouble with the automatic transmission in his new BMW. How Giles can afford a BMW when he doesn't have a fucking job, nobody knows.
And why he bothered getting automatic when
He's never driven an automatic before.
Yeah.
And he's angry at it. I don't like just sitting here. They spot Willow and Tara heading for the magic shop, and Buffy tells Willow that she is dropping drama in favor of more Slayer training. At the shop, the gang finds the owner dead, killed by vampires. Buffy sends Dawn outside where she encounters a deranged man. He seems to recognize her, saying, "You don't belong here." She's upset until Tara comes to keep her company, and thumb wrestle. That's not a euphemism. They actually thumb wrestle.
Yeah.
The gang realizes that a pack of vampires raided the shop for books on how to defeat the Slayer.
But then, of course...
I honestly think Harmony went in there looking for a book that said, "How do I beat the Slayer?"
And then they find out that apparently a unicorn gets taken.
Or no, it would be like, How to Beat the Vampire Slayer for Dummies. That would be the one Harmony would be looking for. Like, where the fuck?
But then, the most important item from the magic shop was taken.
The unicorn?
A $12 unicorn. Anyway.
I don't even think it's magical.
No, it's just a trinket.
Okay.
The gang realizes the pack of vampires raided the shop for books on how to defeat the Slayer. Under Harmony's leadership. Yes, Harmony has leadership now.
Sure.
Giles admires the shop and its potential for future business.
Oh, man.
Oh boy, he might have a job soon.
Oh, he might have an amazing costume soon.
Uh-huh. The magical wizard Giles.
That night, Dawn is happy to have Xander as her babysitter, after not wanting a babysitter.
Yeah. Typical teenager. It's not too surprising.
Until she discovers Anya's coming too.
Well,
hello, little child. I brought Monopoly. Was it Monopoly,
Clue
and the Game of Life?
Yes.
Uh,
And they end up playing the Game of Life, I guess.
Which Anya wins? Can I trade in the children for more cash?
yeah.
Anya arrives to challenge Buffy, but is disappointed when she's not there. Because fucking Harmony's dumb. Xander taunts Harmony and her minions from the safety of the house until Dawn mistakenly invites the vampire inside. After Harmony puts up a fight, Xander kicks her out of the house. Harmony later encounters Spike in the graveyard, and the two talk about Harmony's plans to kill the Slayer. While unpacking in their new place, Tara and Willow discuss how Dawn is having a hard time as an outsider of the Scooby Gang. Tara reveals that she has similar feelings as an outsider. On patrol, Buffy is fuming about the lecture she received from her mother about allowing Dawn to see a dead body. She didn't even see the whole body, it was just a foot.
At the very most.
Riley tries to talk some sense into her, pointing out that she and Dawn resent each other for similar reasons. When they return home, Xander tells Buffy about Harmony, and after the Slayer stops laughing, she gets angry that Dawn invited Harmony inside. Buffy complains to Riley and Xander about the trouble Dawn causes and how she can't always be there to protect her. Dawn listens from the hall and runs outside in tears. Before Anya can bring Dawn back inside, Harmony's vampire minions capture Dawn and attack Anya, causing her to be hospitalized. She's a former demon, she can't punch?
Well, I more so saw that she kind of got blindsided with that sort of thing, and she had mostly magical powers to do her dealings. I don't think that she would have developed too many fighting skills.
Yeah, maybe. Buffy then runs out to find her sister, leaving Xander and Riley to take care of Anya. Harmony explains to her minions that Dawn is bait, meaning they can't eat her. Harmony complains to Dawn about her problems. Sorry, I just love that.
Well, it's not too surprising. Harmony is new to this. It's been like, what? Only maybe at the most a year or so since she's been a vampire? She's still getting used to things.
Yeah, be about a year. Maybe a year and a half. Harmony complains to Dawn about her problems until her mutinous minions attempt to kill them both. Buffy, who had threatened Spike until he revealed Harmony's location by just punching him in the nose repeatedly.
I was telling you the truth!
And then after he gives the information, she punches him again. It's great.
I know.
Kills most of the minions as Harmony escapes. The Slayer frees her sister, and when they get home, they agree not to tell their mother. The next day, Buffy and Giles talk about his decision to take over the magic shop.
Yeah.
Giles owns a business, guys.
Yay!
Well,
Despite the fact of how dangerous it supposedly is.
Yes, magic shop owners do not last long.
They have a short life expectancy.
Yes. While Dawn writes in her journal that Buffy still thinks she's a nobody, but she's going to be in for a surprise.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
And it's kind
Find
of
out
the case
late in the season, I guess.
Yeah, a little later in the season.
Yeah, I figured that.
just kind of a case of why is it they bother introducing this one particular character, but then to sort of build the supposed relationships like, it's going to be perfectly fine addition to the crew. Then that line comes up and it's like, God damn it, Dawn!
Yeah, so Dawn is meant to be 14.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing of like, she still thinks I'm a nobody, that could just be like a 14-year-old being 14.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, we have knowledge, like, at least I have knowledge that maybe there's a little more significance there. But I don't think it's something that, like, the average viewer would immediately clock.
A bit. I mostly sort of thought, if they knew this, why did they shelter her? If there's any sort of particular problem with this sort of stuff, let her know. Not be stupid if she was going to be supposedly a threat.
They've told her, like, the rules of, like, how to deal with vampires.
Don't invite them in.
Yeah, that's the big one.
That's the number one. Numero uno.
Yeah. No, Dawn is supposed to understand, like, what a Slayer is and all of that.
But additionally, she's also a teenager, and she can easily forget certain things and let her emotions run wild.
I don't care.
Yes. So, what did you think of Dawn?
Honestly, it wasn't as bad as it supposedly could have been. But I think the other particular thing is the style they decided to do it in. With the regular episode going on as it typically is, but Dawn taking periods to sort of stop and give her thoughts on how certain things up. With her being annoyed with her sister, being the big sister and treating her as a child. Most everybody else kind of being like, they treat me as a child and they're all sort of weird. And her having a mild crush on Xander.
Which, is perfect.
Just pretty much everything that most everyone in the audience knows Xander to be is the exact opposite with Dawn.
I know.
He's so smart for not going to college.
Getting a job in construction. It's so good.
Oh, sweetie, you have a crush on the guy. It's gonna be horribly destroyed if you ever bother discovering the truth, though.
Well, will it?
Nah, mostly it's just gonna be a fact of life, and she'll most likely figure it out at
Well,
some point.
Let's just say there might be a storyline with that. Anyway. Let's just... Well, no, I'm not going to get into it, because that's like a
Let's go on.
much later thing. So what did you think of this episode overall?
No, as it turned out, it was fairly good. It had interesting callbacks with things, and it had some funny moments with everything.
And it introduced Dawn.
It introduced Dawn.
I mean, sure, this is just her introduction, and I'm sure it'll be less chaotic moving forward from here, but with her in mind, for the most part. I'm imagining that's how it'll go for a few episodes.
So yeah, Dawn's going to be a major player in this season. It's hard to talk about Dawn without spoiling things about her.
Duly noted.
But she will be very important. She will, let's just say, pay very close attention to the wording of certain prophecies.
Duly noted.
Okay.
Because the wording will be key.
No, it's true. We just gotta remember one of the big prophecies that happened at the start.
Yeah. So, do you have any idea where they might be headed with Dawn?
Is it gonna be another one of those cases where there's a case of death within the prophecy?
Oh, yes.
Yay! Death.
Oh, yes. There will, there will be some death coming up.
Yay.
Like I said, this is going to be a very happy season.
Paul says sarcastically.
Yep. So, the next episode we will be watching is called The Replacement.
I'm guessing the question is gonna be who, but I'll leave that to the episode to answer.
We're replacing Buffy with Dawn, right?
Well, no. But Xander gets split in two.
Oh, boy. This sounds fun.
There will be two Xanders.
Double the fun.
Well, no, one is going to be good, like, ambitious Xander, and the other is going to be lazy, goofy Xander.
Oh, so the basic idea of the typical splitting a person into their kind of core aspects.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It'll have to be on the scale of particular TV shows that did this.
Oh, it's something that most shows have done, but it's going to be fun. So if neither of you have any questions for me, I think we'll call that the episode.
Sure.
Alrighty.
That's all.
So until next week, I'm Paul.
Dave.
I'm Justin.